Tangoba Abayage is a 56-year-old politician. She is the current regional minister for the Upper East region and the New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate for the Navrongo Central constituency. She has also served under this government as Ghana's ambassador to Italy. Professionally, Tangoba Abayage prefers to describe herself simply as a politician, but she has a background in accounting, education, and human resource management. She is an old student of the St. Francis Girls Senior High School in Jirapa, the Takoradi Polytechnic, the University of Education, Winneba, and the University of Ghana, Legon.
I've done it all. I did English literature for Form 5. Then I went to do A-levels and I did economics. Then I went to the Polytechnic and deviated completely and did accounting. Okay, and I did very well. I mean, I do very well in accounting, comments and all that. And then I went and did education. Philosophy, psychology, sociology, and all that and all that. Then I went and did human resource management. So seriously, if you ask me which one is my core area, it's difficult to tell.
Tangoba Abayage was born in Takoradi, and although she eventually came up north to go to school, she spent some of her later life in Takoradi and Cape Coast. For this reason, her political opponents have often tried to pitch her to the voters as a stranger or even that pampered child who spent all her life in the south and does not understand the ways of the people of Navrongo and what their needs are. But she says her opponents are completely wrong about her.
You know, when you say you grew up in the south, people are expecting that you grew up in some bungalow, you know, eating sausages and bread. No. I grew up in Sekedi, but let me state that I was born to a very poor couple. Very, very poor. My father was a night watchman. All of the six childhood killer diseases I went through, measles, yaws, whatever. The only thing is I didn't suffer for polio. I'm Apollo 10, I got it, Apollo 11, Apollo whatever. You know, I think my immune system was very low because we didn't get good food to eat. We didn't get good food to eat. So growing up, my mother had few pieces of kente and gold. Because she wanted me to go to school, she either pawned them to get money to let me go to school, but eventually is unable to pay. She had sold everything to ensure that I went to school. That is it. So basically, when you come back to the north and you see poverty, you relate to it. Because you know what it means to be very, very poor. I've seen it all. I've seen it before, so I relate to it. So when I came home, I didn't see myself as a stranger. I didn't see myself coming from wealth to nothing.
There was also the argument made by Kofiyada, the current MP for Navrongo Central, who Tangoba Abayage defeated during the MPP primaries, that Tangoba has never been involved in the politics of the MPP in any major way, especially in Navrongo Central. But she argues that she has paid her dues well enough to the party.
I started mainstream politics in 2003. By 2005, President Kofo had made me the regional director for women. It's a public service job, in fact, civil service. You are not supposed to be doing mainstream politics then. So maybe I agree that I wasn't jumping in the limelight, but there is no campaign in this region, including Navrongo Central, that I didn't join. I campaigned vigorously in 2004 because by that time I wasn't the civil servant. I mounted platform and emceed for him in 2004 campaigns. We crisscrossed this entire Navrongo Central constituency. Trust me, if the party didn't know me, Kofo wouldn't have given me an appointment. If the president didn't know me and didn't have the confidence in me, he wouldn't give me this position. Subsequently, the president made me an ambassador of one key strategic countries in the world, the main one, Italy, and then added Serbia, Montenegro, and Slovenia. And then the 3 UN food agencies in Rome, they were all added to me. It's because the president had worked with me over the years and knew that I could handle the work.
There have also been suggestions from the public that all has not been well between Tangoba Abayage and Kofiyada after she defeated him in the MPP primaries. So, what is her reaction to these suggestions?
It's been a tough one for, I think, him and the supporters. But we eventually worked together. I have met him. We have met several times. We have had discussions. People think that we don't talk. No, we talk, we chat, actually. So he tells me that, look, I'm a sports person. I know the game. You can win today and lose tomorrow. And this is not his first loss. So between the two of us, we are okay.
And what are her plans for the Navrongo Central constituency if given the nod to become the Member of Parliament?
My target is to ensure that our youth are employed. Either mainstream government employment or self-help employment, giving them the skills, supporting them with whatever was the logistics, so that they learn how to work on their own. Hairdressing, dressmaking, barbering, the welders, the auto mechanics. So you get them to train. Who is our women? Most of our women are sellers in the market and all that. Can we make their life in the market comfortable? So that if you go to the market, some sit right under the sun from morning till evening. What can we do to make sure that their markets are well comfortable for them? Can we have satellite markets? We are going to look into getting small loans for them. Already the government is giving small loans. Can we expand them? Can we expand the LEAP package for the vulnerable? What support can we give to the farmers? People are asking for tractors. But the tractors that come are big and they are expensive and out of the pockets of a lot of people. Can we negotiate them? Because I was in Italy, I saw a lot of these small farm equipment. Can we negotiate and get the small ones to bring so that the farmers, even if they form a welfare, they're able to purchase and then use it to do their farm work?
We spoke to some of Tangoba Abayage's supporters in Navrongo Central to find out why they will be choosing her.
I would like to vote for Tangoba because some of the youth, they don't have work. She came and donated machines, hair dryers, and a lot of things.
One thing that makes me believe in Tangoba Abayage so much is that she's a lobbyist, and then she's that leader who takes everything seriously. She looks at the people and then she puts herself into the shoes of the people and understands the situations that they go through and see how best she employs every possible mechanism on board to solve the problem moving forward. Madam Tangoba has tasted how to be poor and how to get to the upper level. She really understands how the ordinary citizen in this community feels and our real situation on the ground.
Tangoba Abayage's main opponent in this election is the NDC's parliamentary candidate, Samson Tangombu Chiragia, who in an earlier interview with JoyNews accused Tangoba of trying to induce voters with gifts. Before this interview, Tangoba Abayage had organized a brief ceremony where she supported 150 youth in Navrongo to start vocational training in hairdressing, barbering, and sewing. She paid for their training and also gave them the equipment to start. So, I asked her if this did not confirm the vote-buying allegations made against her by her opponent.
If he says vote buying, I don't know what he's doing. Recently, he went and gave some community polytank. He went and gave some community roofing sheets. He went and gave some community boreholes. What was he doing? Father Christmas? Is he not campaigning? If you campaign and you go to a community, and the community tells you that this is our request, and you are able to grant the request of the people, if he calls that vote buying, I don't call that vote buying. I call that helping the people of the community. And I've been doing that long before I even came into this contest. You know that. I went and rehabilitated the kids' ward in 2018. I didn't even know I would come back home from Italy to become the regional minister. 2018, when I became the regional minister, I organized a party for 500 people in Boga. They don't vote here. I've been donating since. I didn't know I was going to contest. It is in my nature to give. As a person, I don't have the kind of resources that I would need. But I have people who have bought into my message and they believe that I am the best person to represent this constituency. As a result of that, they are giving me huge donations. When they give it to me, I won't keep it in my room. I will use it to campaign.
And how does she weigh her chances against Samson Tangombo Chiragia in this election?
I know Samson very well. Samson may know the local dynamics. But you know, a lot of people don't know that I know the local dynamics because they just think that this woman came from nowhere and then she's suddenly in Navrongo. No, I didn't. As for politics, local politics, Samson cannot come closer. You know why? Because I've been here long before. Samson cannot match. Oh, Abba, me, I don't take things for granted though. I fight like a lioness. And Samson himself knows that these my two claws, they are already holding his neck back. You know me, I'm assuring you, come back. Currently we have won. We just want to extend the margin. And for the first time, we will win this seat for the president, the first ever in the history of Navrongo Central constituency.
Tangoba Abayage also has quite a loud social media presence, and many of her followers have noticed her sense of good fashion. Some have even nicknamed her the Slay Queen because of her sense of fashion. So I asked on the lighter side what she makes of all this.
They've used it, but it's good to be a slave queen, you know.
So you
I've been barefooted since I was born. Even when it is Christmas. One day, my mother didn't have a dress for me and my brother for the Christmas. She had a bed sheet. Bed sheet. My mother took the bed sheet on the 24th and said, Uncle Kwesi, if you don't sew something for this, my daughter and the brother, they can't step out. So that is how bad it was for me. That when I passed to go to secondary school and I left Akradi to come to Navrongo to go to secondary school, I was barefooted. Today God has blessed me and I'm able to buy brony wewu. This one like this is brony wewu. I'm able to buy brony wewu to dress. You say I shouldn't dress. I'm going to dress and slay it. So as for the slaying there, I accept it.
Tangoba Abayage is confident of winning the Navrongo Central parliamentary seat for the MPP. Her main opponent, Samson Tangombo Chiragia, is also confident of winning the seat for the NDC. So, who wins Navrongo Central on December 7? Albert Sorry, JoyNews, Navrongo.
I congratulate you